Hey, hi, how's it going? The internet is an incredibly interesting place. There's lots to be found on the internet, but more importantly, there's lots of ways for you to be found on the internet, right? Like you can blow up for just about anything. You can play video games in a cool way, and boom, just like that, you're a millionaire. You can do pranks. You can cook. You can draw. Hell, you can even sit in front of a microphone and just share your shitty opinions on things that don't matter. Anyways, yeah, no, there's kind of a lot of ways to make it big, but probably the most stupid and yet most effective way of doing it is just like purposefully making a fucking fool of yourself. Like I'm talking making yourself the ass end of every joke. So much to the point where people are asking if you're okay. Like if the people don't assume you're suicidal, you're not doing it right, you know? Now, the reason I think this is probably the dumbest way to blow up is because, well, I mean, the people don't like actually like you, you know? Like they're not there because they're fans of you. They're there almost exclusively to make fun of you. But at the same time, you know, the shit works. Like it really does. Think of any of the TikTok NPC streamers. Not a single fucking person was watching those streams because they liked who they were watching. They were watching for two reasons. Reason number one is to see that streamer act like a dumbass. And reason number two, which is the bigger reason, and that is to torment the absolute fuck out of the streamer and try their best to bully them out of character. Like that's why they were there. Every single person in the chat was there to hate watch. They were all hate watchers. But there was so many of them that it really didn't matter. Like the streamers were still making a fuck ton of money. So, you know, honestly, now that I think about it, I don't even know if it is the dumbest way to blow up. like if anything, it kind of just seems to me like a bit of a cheat code. Because there's really not very many people that are willing to stoop to that level. So there's very little competition. And also, there's a ton of demand because people love bullying others online. Like, everybody loves it. You're gonna succeed if you do this. You will. But at the end of the day, the price you pay is that you will never be taken seriously ever again. And you look like a dumbass. Like that, it does come at that price. But you know what? For some people, that's really not that much of a price to pay. Like, some people just naturally look like a dumbass. And that's where today's topic, Ice Cream Man 22, comes in. Now, listen, I understand that it's a bit of a low blow to make fun of someone's appearance. You know, I get it. Okay, it's a bit fucked up, but also, like, look at the guy. You know, I can think it's unfair to make fun of looks all I want, but that's not going to stop me from seeing him as a dumbass. It's not. I mean, it just won't do it. Some people just have that look to them. And you know what? 98% of the time, that look is not wrong. If you see someone and the first thing you think is, wow, I bet they're dumb as shit, you're probably fucking right. Like nine times out of 10, you can see it on their face. You can. And this man is no exception. I can just tell. And you know what? He knows too. Okay, he knows that. That's why he chooses to play into it and just makes himself look like a complete dumbass on purpose. Because it's profitable. I mean, just like look at the content this man is posting.
A trickety.
Okay, now listen, as I'm watching this, I'm kind of realizing that there's a quite the high chance that this man has some kind of mental disability that I did not know of. So I'm going to go look, okay? I'm going to look around, see if this is public knowledge so that I can cut out the part where I said he looks like a dumbass.
5 minutes later.
Okay, so looks like we're in the clear. I can't find anything. It kind of looks to me like this guy's being a dumbass on his own accord and is not affected by anything that he can't control. So, fair game. Anyways, yeah, no, this is all that this man posts. And I mean, he posts. Like, look how many French fry videos there are. That one that I just played is the 28th in a row. Like, look, just look at this. Look at all these videos. You can just tell that the dude went to Wendy's, ordered a large fry, and then proceeded to make a video with every single fry. He's wearing the same shirt. You can physically see the number of fries go down just by looking at the thumbnail. Like, look at fry number 1. Yeah, and this is fry number 28. Visible difference. This is just what this dude does. He goes to a fast food restaurant, orders a thing, anything, then proceeds to make like 30 videos where he's just making random sounds. And I guess he does attempt to like make them all seamlessly loop, but it just doesn't work ever. I don't think I've ever seen it work. It's like, like the worst attempt at a loop, but you know, at least he's trying to make it entertaining, I guess. But like, just look at this. This shit right here, right? Like right before the Fry saga, we had the Coffee saga, which is 9 videos. And as if that wasn't enough, we had yet another Fry saga right below it. This dude made a movie out of his whole fucking meal. Every Fry got one video. Every sip of coffee got a video. I'm surprised he didn't record the fucking drive over there. Every turn gets a video. After his meal, it's all done. You know, he's cleaning up. Every wipe gets a video. He's got to get gas on the way out. Every gallon gets a video. Like the dude, like that's just what he does. I mean, shit, could you imagine this guy had an OnlyFans? Every pump gets one video. Like the dude, he just milks the shit out of everything. That's all he does. His whole channel is just like every part of his life has a 25 segment upload. He has uploaded 25,000 videos. 25,000. I genuinely think that is the highest on the platform. I have never, ever seen anyone with like close to those numbers. Even people who've been posting since the beginning of the platform's existence. Moist Critical has been making videos for 17 years. 17 years of posting. He posts daily, sometimes 2 to 3 times a day, and he still only has 6,000 videos. This man has 25,000 and has been posting for 4 years. But like, how the fuck do you do that? How? Like, what has he been doing? There is only 1,460 days in 4 years. That's it. That's all. Dude, for you to have posted 25,000 times, that is 17 videos a day, every day without fail. How the fuck did you do that? Like, you know, honestly, like, I'm almost impressed. I am almost impressed with the fact that he did all of that shit. The only thing keeping me on the side of the unimpressed is the fact that his videos suck. But then again, you know, like that's also kind of impressive because some of these shits like actually work. Like look at his #1 video. This shit has 75 million views and it's literally just this. Yeah, no, that's it. Like I didn't cut anything out. I didn't edit anything. That is literally the entire video. A video of this man eating the very last drop of a melted blizzard got 75 million views. And you know what? I don't even think that's the funniest part of this guy's channel. I really don't. Like, I think that his second most popular video, which is currently sitting at 50 million views, is far better and perfectly encapsulates this guy's entire channel. There ain't shit on that fucking spoon. Not only did this man not say a fucking word, he also didn't eat shit. His whole thing is making sounds, eating food, but you know, I guess it doesn't matter. I guess it doesn't matter at all because a video of him doing neither of those things currently has 50 million views. Listen, whenever I hear someone talking about how YouTube is all luck and you have to just be like super lucky to do well, I'm normally the one that disagrees. You know, like you have to be good at this, you have to be good at that. It's kind of a difficult thing to do. But then I see shit like this and I'm like, maybe, you know, maybe YouTube is all luck. Like, I mean, listen, I'll agree if you said that being good at it increases your chances to get lucky. Like, I'll accept that, you know? I could see how your odds would go up if you're good at it. But at the end of the day, luck has to be at least some part of it. It has to, because this shit is 100% luck. That one, like, I mean, without a doubt, this video has 50 million views, and I don't see a single thing that deserves even one. Not one view. There's no part of this where I'm like, oh, okay, I could see why a person would like that. Not one. But there's fucking 50 million views on it. Like, I just, you know, luck is truly the only explanation for this guy's entire channel. But here's the thing, okay? On YouTube, if you get lucky, let's say you go viral for something stupid, you know, it might be a good payday, but chances are it's not going to be the start of a career because you have to, you know, play it off, right? You have to be able to keep that momentum, and most people just can't do that. They can't live up to their former glory, so they fade into obscurity, or they do something insane to try their best to stay relevant. And the shit that this guy has been doing recently can only be described as a desperate attempt to keep his job. And, you know, I think it's working. I do think it's working. I mean, this shit is actually pretty popular. That's why I'm talking about it. So good for him, you know, but, couldn't be me. I would never do this shit because this is. I'll just show you.
Yippity yappity yappity piggity 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 poo poo. Yippity yappity yappity piggity 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 poo. Yippity yappity yappity piggity 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 poo poo. Yippity yappity yappity piggity 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 poo poo. Yippity yappity yappity piggity 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 poo. Yippity yappity yappity yippity yappity yappity yippity yappity yappity piggity 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 poo. Yippity yappity yappity piggity 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 poo poo. Yippity yappity yappity piggity 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 poo. Yippity yappity yappity piggity 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 poo poo. Yippity yappity yappity a piggity piggity poo.
Okay. So what you just saw is the first 45 seconds of a 3-hour and 30-minute stream. 3.5 hours. Now, granted, he's not just doing this for the whole 3 hours. Okay, this is definitely it's definitely a large part of it, but for most of the stream, it's just him reading the chat and acting as if he's some kind of victim, even though the only person making himself look like a fool is him. You know, so it's I mean, to be fair, it is clear engagement farming rage bait, you know, like he's clearly just pissing the chat off so that they stay and give him money. So whatever, that's not what we're here for. Okay, what we're here for is this shit. And he keeps up with this shit for a full 3 hours. It's kind of back and forth, and the whole 3 hour he is doing this. And as you probably could have guessed, it gets worse, because why the fuck would it not? He does these streams sometimes 2 or 3 times a day, and they're all 2 hours long. So, you know, like, just hearing that, I guess that's not insane. You know, like 4 hours of streaming a day. There's streamers that do 8 or 9 hours a day. That's not crazy. But then you take into account the fact that the dude has a daily quota of 17 videos, and you start realizing, like, how the fuck is this guy doing this? I know it's super cliche to say that the bills can't be this high, you know, but for real, dude, they can't be. I refuse to believe this man is struggling that much, where he has to pump out 17 videos and 4 hours of stream a day. I don't believe it. This man could sit and explain to me his financial trouble, and I would still not believe him. Like, there's no universe in which this man needs money that bad. The dude has sold his soul to his camera, and he's constantly on it. Like, there is not a minute that he's not recorded. How does he have time to, I don't know, sleep? How does he use the restroom? Yeah, and honestly, as if those questions even mattered, why the is he wearing a toilet seat? You know, actually, forget the fact that he posts way too much and is constantly recorded. What the is he wearing? This guy is rocking a striped turtleneck and a damn poo pendant. He's got a shit-covered toilet seat around his neck. What in the am I looking at? And not only that, he wears that shit for the whole 3-hour stream. How? That is like serious dedication, because that can't be comfortable. There's no way. He's leaning his head against a toilet seat. It can't be. Dude, this guy has got to have the worst fit I think I've ever seen. But, you know, like later on, I am kind of clicking through the stream here, and he does actually update the wardrobe. So, yeah, I guess we'll watch that part.
Drippity drippity poo. Drippity drippity poo poo. Drippity drippity poo. Drippity drippity poo poo. Drippity drippity poo. Drippity drippity poo. A drippity drippity poo. A drippity drippity poo. A drippity drippity poo. A drippity drippity poo poo. Drippity drippity poo. A drippity drippity poo poo. Toodly doodly doo.
Okay, so as you can see, the wardrobe update is in fact a very large yellow comb and a also very large pencil, which he very clearly loves that pencil. You know, like when he pulled out the comb, he seemed relatively unfazed. But the second the pencil was out, I mean, shit, dude, his whole world lit up. He loves that pencil. His happiness level went from a 2 to, I don't know, probably a 4. Like, it's an improvement, you know, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Okay? Like a person doing this, they will never break a 5 on the happiness scale, you know? So, hey, whatever, dude. An improvement is an improvement, and my mood would go up if I had that thing too. That pencil's sick. I'd say his overall wardrobe went from like a 3 to, I don't know, probably a 5. But of course, after the 30-minute mark, it went back down to a 3 because he dropped the pencil in the comb and just started getting mad at chat for bullying him. So yeah, like there's really nothing left for me to talk about here. It's not like these streams are anything crazy. They are literally just a man with a toilet seat making weird sounds for 30 minutes. Then he spends the next 2 hours rage baiting the out of his chat and acting as if what he's doing is like modern art. Like he really does. He sits and pretends that what he's doing is like super cool, and it's like, I mean, no, you know, like I guess I would give him the whole modern art thing. I would say that it is that because I mean, we just be letting anything be art nowadays. Like this shit, this right here, not art. How is that considered art at all? Actually, I don't think it is. And anyone who says it is, everyone that was like at that art gallery and admired this shit, you're a nerd, okay? Like, trust me, dude, there are much better ways to try to make yourself look interesting. You know, like this is not one of them. Liking this does not make you profound. It makes you a bit of a dumbass. Anyways, I think that's about where I should call it. You know, like at this point, I'm not even close to on topic, so we're just gonna pack it up. I mean, what the else do I say? This is what he does. Look at this. This is it. That's it. That's the whole thing. So yeah, point over. That being said, sub to the channel, join the Discord. Thank you to my Sigma tier channel members: Elite Alien, Cube Sphere, Diggity Dog, GRV, Scent, Bacteria Food, Galaxite, Joe Nugget, Silverwolf, D-Clan Erskine, CSX, Sweater King, Curl, and Arizumi. All right, I'm going to bed.